Alright, let's hope it gets a little more exciting with the gold cards. Baron Step Siege, 4 mana. Enchantment, as this enchantment enters, choose Abzan or Mardu. So there's a like cycle of these. So the white-black one is Mardu and Abzan, etc., etc. Abzan, at the beginning of your end step, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Mardu, at the beginning of your end step, if a creature died under your control this turn, each opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice. I mean, the Mardu effect's pretty nice against the red decks. Just repeatable removal, grindy cards, counters. 4 mana, do nothing this turn. And you get the counters right away. You get a sack trigger right away. Gabzan. That one does not look super exciting. But it's hard to know without seeing. That one does not look that great though. I don't think the dragons play well, right? Alright, another one of these Siege. The Jeskai Teamer one. Blue, red, and 1 enchantment. Choose Jeskai or Teamer. Jeskai, whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. One or more, so it's max 1 card a turn. Teamer, creatures you control get +1/+1, have trample and haste. I mean, that's not good enough, right? This card is nice in Convoke. I agree. If you only have one creature, start drawing cards, that's pretty strong effect. Like Hauling Mine, basically. 3 mana Hauling Mine. They stack. Yeah, you could just play 4 in your deck and they get better in multiples. Alright, yeah. Definitely looks decent. Glacial Dragonhunt. That's the Oculus removal kind of. Blue and red sorcery, draw a card, then you may discard a card. You don't have to, so you can just cantrip. When you discard a non-land card this way, it deals 3 damage to target creature, and then it has Harmonize for good measure. I mean, this is pretty nice. Triggers props. Yeah. Any other deck will want that card? Would like the blue-red double spell deck ever want that card? Or is it not efficient enough for that card? Sorcery's kind of sus. Yeah, I mean, we can't have it all. It's nice that it's just like removal spell that doesn't just not dead. You discard it, you get value later too in the super grindy games. A Runescale Stonebrute, 4 mana, dragon. So the 2 mana part is change the equation, but just the 2 mana part, counter target spell with mana value 2 or less, which is kind of bad on the draw, obviously, against a free drop. And then the 2/4 flying for 4 whenever you cast a non-creature spell or a dragon spell, it gets +2/+0. So I mean, it's a real threat, right? It does kill people really, really fast. It gives you a bit of early game. I don't know, honestly. Prohibit. Especially when you play 4x the blue tappy dragon from before. Think it's very good? Yeah, it seems kind of awkward to me. Unless the format is in a weird spot where people are just playing a lot of 2 mana cards and not a lot of 3 mana cards. Like, the flexibility is nice, but I feel like there's so many cards in Standard that you can do better, surely. Black and 1 sorcery speed, destroy target creature with power 3 or less. 5 mana, flying dragon. When this creature enters, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. Would black-green mid ever play that card? Would Domain ever play that card? No, the black Rally is weird for Domain. Maybe specifically black-green Beanstalk or something. Any cards that are slam dunk bangers? I don't think so, honestly. Like, there hasn't been a single card where, like, yeah, that card's definitely, like, gonna shake, like, make a standard deck really good or have a huge impact for sure. And you have the Omen card for Quintorius. Is that what a SAG deck? I'll share the text file in the Discord. Alright, the Blackgreen Siege, Abzan and Sultai. 2 mana, that's exciting. Cheap. Sultai, whenever a counter is put on a creature you control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. I'm assuming there's no way to trigger that on turn 2, right? There's no 1-drop that, like, gets a counter on 2 or something. Isn't there a 1-drop that's... What's a green 1-drop do that gets counters and disenchants? Does impending? No, because it's not a creature. The dog. Oh, the mascot needs to be saddled. Innkeeper talents into siege. Yeah. Abzan. Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. It gains menace. I mean, it's kind of a juke for the roots deck or a deck like that. Like, if people are hating on your graveyard, maybe you get to juke. Like, it is kind of an engine. Teaching Wormlet doesn't trigger on turn 2, right? Can you cast Scavenger into Siege? Just Painlands and Fastlands. It's not like unreasonable. You have like, you can probably play like 14 lands. No. Yeah, it's not like impossible. Scavenger into Siege, yeah. Abzan enchantment counters. Doesn't sound like the worst start for a standard deck. I guess let's add it to the list. What's it called? Hollowmurk Siege. I'm gonna put that as Siege with Talon too, yeah. Host of the Hereafter, 4 mana, 2 counters. Probably too expensive. Free for free, drain for 2. Probably not good enough. Oh, that one is nice, right? Damn, Jeskai Convoke gets a lot of cards. Red white instant, choose 1, create 2 red 1/1 goblin creature tokens. Or target creature gets +X/+X until a turn where X is a number of creature you control. I haven't played Jeskai Convoke ever, or White Red really much. Do you want more reinforcement in that deck, or is that card already like kind of meh? You can't hate it of it's less hits for the knight too. It's less you might start breaking off your knights if you play too many cards. They really made a Convoke Enabler and pay off all in one. This is the best card in the set. Unironically, it could just have the highest impact. More instant speed tokens seems very good. Alright, all people seem sold. I mean, yeah, it does look pretty strong. When it's Tarkir, there's early access on Thursday, paper pre-release this weekend, and like next Tuesday usually online. Just red-white goblins too, yeah. Oh, the sale is over. Rip sale. What about Fleeting Effigy? Better drop than Monastery and Standards? Nah, that card just looks kind of bad. Unless you're doing the 2 spells a turn thing and you're desperate, but... What about Roast? Roast was upsides. 5 damage to target creature without flying for red and 1. And then you get an awesome dragon. Ben says that effigy does 2 spells per turn enabler for limited. Is the sale over? Thanks. Wow, my mods are too good. Best chatters, best mods. Twin Moss Stormbrood plus Quintorius Can Pog. What's the combo? Oh, it's just like one of these expensive cards you can put in your deck. So removal, you can reveal for Behold an Invasion of Tarkir. FAG is good with questing druids. Yeah. Best streamer deserves the best mods and shatters. Thank you, Ted. Okay, what does Invasion of Tarkir do? Red and 1. Oh, it's the battle X plus 2 damage to any other targets. So you kill something, and then, oh yeah, it's the one that flips. How many things is it for? Yeah, that card's still playing standard in the past. Target Alright, Windcraft Siege. Red, white one, Mardu, Jeskai, Mardu. If a creature attacking causes a trigger, the ability of a friend you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. That sounds like jumping for hoops. Jeskai, me of your upkeep, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. It gains life thing and haste on the left turn. Okay, so it doesn't die, it just stays. 3 mana, get a 1/1 haste lifelink creature every turn. Is that one any good? FOMO triggers. Alright, doesn't sound like people are super excited about that one. Oral Procession. Blue-green instant, return target card from your graveyard to your hands. Okay. The Blue-green Siege. Teamer Sultai. Teamer. 3 mana. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, target player mails 4 cards. Sultai, you may play a land from your graveyard. So you like... I mean, that card's just bad, right? In standard anyways. 2 processions go infinite with Enduring Vitality and Valley Floodcaller. Is that worth it? I mean, it's not like Regrowth is an awful magic card. Well, it kind of is these days, I guess, but... Whenever a card leaves your graveyard during your turn, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. 2/2 flying for 2. Skimming Kitchen. I thought the same thing. Is it bad that my mind functions like Siege Rhino's one? It's good with Multender. Oh, not really. You can't trigger it on turn 2, right? You want these things to be able to, like, get online fast. Armament Dragon. Just literally flying Siege Rhino. Free and Abzan Dragon flying. When this creature enters your... Oh, it's an uncommon. Why am I reading this? So a Sultai Sackless for Explorer using Cat, Oven, Skimmer. Okay. Alright, 5 mana, 5/7 Spirit Dragon, Legendary flying. At the beginning of your end step, if creatures you control have total toughness 10 or greater, draw a card. Alright, that's not impossible. Then if creatures you control have total toughness 20 or greater, untap each creature you control. It's not even a good ability. Then if creatures you control have total toughness 40 or greater, each one loses half their life, run it up. So mostly it's the first ability. I think it's probably right. Alright, Felithar, Dawn of the Abzan. Abzan mana, free for free human or a legendary trample. Whenever it enters or attacks, you may sack a non-land permanent. When you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. It's a pretty strong ability. What is that list? Is that the same list from earlier? So how are you abusing it? Carrot Cake into Felithar, sack my Carrot Cake. How does it trigger? Do both. It's kind of nasty, honestly. Is there not anything better than Mentor? Why do you have Mentor in your deck? What are you doing with the food tokens? Alright, you sack it to Felithar. I'm silly. 4 mana, create free spirit tokens. Distribute counters, creature life. I mean, just like looks like pretty streamlined, aggressive. Maybe you're short on payoffs. Maybe your payoffs are like someone's saying your deck's missing Inspector. So you play Felithar on free and then you play the Saga and sack it right away on 4. Is it worth adding to the list? Can your deck ever line up against reds? Just play a bunch of like bubbles and whatnot. You probably can keep up with bubbles, breakers, nowhere to run, right? And you lifelink. Yeah, I mean this. Maybe you can like adjust the list a bit. Alright, Absent removal. Exile target turn with mana value 3 or greater. So all these cards trigger Beanstalk. Absent color is not the hardest to get. I mean, it's your main colors, right? What do we think about the Kintry Severance? Is that card good enough? Oh yeah, right, it's not unconditional. You can't kill Beanstalk. Yeah, that card's pretty bad. Parination, 6 mana sorcery, Absent colors. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a hexproof counter on it and an indestructible counter on it. Parination plus the Platinum Angel from Foundations. Make the best space clan ever. The Reputable Merchant. Okay, Revival of the Ancestors. 4 mana, you get free tokens, not flying though. Free 1/1 tokens, then free +1/+1 counters among creatures you control, and then lifelink and trample. So it's like 6 power, 6 toughness worth of stuff, plus lifelink trample after. I mean, I guess, I don't know, Jeskai had it in his deck. Bad history of Benalia. Doesn't sound very exciting then. Severance Priest. Absent free Jin Cleric. Death Touch. When this creature enters... Oh yeah, that's a weird one. Target opponent reveals their hand. You may choose a non-land card from it. If you do, exile that card. When this creature leaves the battlefield, the exiled card's owner creates an XX white spirit token or X is the mana value of the exiled card. So it's any card, you exile that card, but then if your thing dies, they get a token. And if you took an expensive card, they get a big token, and basically you're down on mana because they spend mana on their removal, probably their 2 mana removal spell. You spend like 3 mana, and I mean, it doesn't look like that card's really playable, right? If you blink in a response, you get it. Yeah, but how do you do that? Alright, next. Kirkmish Rhino. Free 4 for free, trample. When this creature enters, each one loses 2 lives, then you gain 2 life. Another card that would have been unbeatable for a red deck like 10 years ago. Any reason why that card would see play in the year 2025? Only if the next card is playable. Okay. Yathan Roadwatcher. 4 mana Abzan. Human Scout free. When this creature enters, if you cast it, mill 4 cards. When you do, return target creature card with mana fearless from... That's a battlefield. It's not even that exciting, right? It's good with Oculus. 4-color Oculus? Alright, so I don't think these cards are very good. The Flamehold Grappler. Yeah, you can't even abuse those blink effects. You can't, like, reanimate it either. I was not convinced by the Grappler the first time around. Let's see. Free first strike. When this creature enters, copy the next spell you cast this turn when you cast it. You may choose new targets for the copy. Yeah, I don't see it. I think one of these lists had like Jeskai Blink. 6 mana, Grappler into Blind Mice, let's go. Oh, it's Jace, right? That was your combo? Oh, the combo is Helping Hand? This creature enters, okay. It's not a good discard to Scholar, though. It's great with Splot. It is good with Splot. It's just an Oculus card? Yeah, there's a lot of Oculus cards, though. I'm not seeing it. Jeskai Revelation. Instant. 7 mana. Return target spell or permanent to its owner's hand. It's an expensive remand. Jeskai Revelation deals 4 damage to any target. Create 2/1/1 Monk with Surprise. Draw 2 cards you gain for a life. Little ultimatum, little win con. Are we into 7 mana win cons these days? This saves a sideboard slot in Omni, does it? Might just be the best card in the set. Alright, I guess I'll add it to the list. It's like strict upgrades. Can't you just deck though if that's your win con? If the game's gone too long? Can't you get got, or is it not gonna happen in practice? Was Mind Slice Apparatus? Ugh. Oh, Mini Dragon. Narset Jeskai Waymaster, free 4 for free. Human Monk. At the beginning of your end step, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw cards equal to the number of spells you've cast this turn. You only need 10 cards in the deck to not deck, yeah. Jeskai Waymaster doesn't look especially playable. Just seems like it's going to be bad too often. Is New Way Forward a win con against aggressive decks? Prevent this damage, deal damage, and draw that many cards. Deals 12 versus minus draw 12 cards. I mean, there's no counterplay to it, right? You can't get tricked. You can't get hexproofed. You can't get anything. It gets past the ward 1 too. Alright, people don't seem convinced. Rediscover the Way. Jeskai Free Mana Saga. 1 and 2 are look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Okay, pretty mopey. Third one, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, this turn target control gains double strike. So it's like a prowess card. Prowess build around, and you can bring it back with the dragon. Just lots of card advantage. It's just a better stock up. It is a better stock up, right? Pretty much. Pixie it too. Slow? Not really. I mean, I guess on turn 3 it's better, and later it can be slower. Yeah, it's true. You can disc down it, yeah. It's kind of like cantrip card advantage. Oh, it's sorcery speed though, never mind. Shiko, Paragon of the Way. 5 mana, 4/5 flying vigilance, spirit dragon. When Shiko enters, exile target non-land card was mana value 4 less from your graveyard, copy it, then you may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. It's not like super impressive, right? You get 1 trigger, you get that trigger once, you need to have something good. It is good with Oculus. Another card that's good with Oculus. And it has flying for Scholar. It's good, but way too slow. 5 mana Sun Titan? Not really. You don't get the trigger on attack. Oh, you still have to exile the card with Oculus. It doesn't even work. Good call. I mean, it is a playable dragon that enables your cheap dragon spells. The behold this. It's much better than the Absent card. Yeah, but we deemed that the 4 mana Absent card was unplayable, basically. You think it's very good? It's pretty good. It was Rediscover the Way, I guess. Turn 3, turn 4. It sacks on curve, and then you replay it. You really like Shiko? Yeah, but you would. Like, this white-black mid-range, Jeskai mid-range. Do you actually think it's good, though? Or do you just really like it? Or it can be a spell too, I'm silly. I was thinking just permanence. Uh-oh, my bad. Yeah, stuck up Shiko. Stuck up split up. Yeah. I was thinking it was just permanents for some reason. Yes, the Shiko stuck up's pretty nasty. It does exile the card from your graveyard, so you can't just go like exile my one stock up and then play another Shiko the next turn. It works with Valky. Does it? It's kind of nasty if it works with Valky. Might have to go play some Pioneer. Shiko, Paragon of the Way. Alright, Awakened Honor Dead. Sultai mana, free mana, destroy target non-land permanent, mail free cards. You may discard a card when you do return target creature or land card from a grave to your hand. Pretty slow, right? Pretty slow, but removal and value. Burning Lemon says it's just the nuts. It is really nice build around, or like just glues your deck together. Impacts the board, little mail, little card advantage or card selection. Flamehold Grappler. Yeah, I think that card's unplayable. It's just too awkward, too expensive. It's not bad, it's just looks like it's just too clunky. Shiko plus Scroll Shift. You just draw an extra card for every Scroll Shift you have in your graveyard. It's kind of cool. You just play it in Sultai Bounce, splash green for that. That card's probably not worth the splash on its own. Might be a decent mid-range file though. Parting Gust. How does Parting Gust work with Shiko? Exile target non-token creature. If the gift wasn't promised, return that creature to the battlefield. Shiko for Black Lotus. Oh, I missed a Finja's Prime sub. The Finja, if you're still here, thanks for your sub.
From the ghastly Eyrie,
I didn't have.
I can see to the ends of the world, and from this vantage point, I declare with utter certainty that this one is in the bag.
Yeah, the double white soul sus, but Parting Gust, pretty cool card. Bass NJ, welcome back. Happy sub day to me and you. Appreciate it. Alright, what does Death Begets Life do? 8 mana sorcery, destroy all creatures and enchantments. Draw a card for each turn, destroy this way. I don't think I'll be putting 8 mana cards in my deck, but Shiko and Caretaker's Talent? I mean, that's not that exciting, right? What about the Fangkeeper's Familiar? The snake that does it all. 4 mana, free flash, Sultai. When this creature enters, choose one. You gain free life, surveil free. Destroy target enchantment, counter target creature spell. Hey, Finja. Welcome to the chat and welcome to the stream. Wow. Subbing before chatting. You're a real one. Appreciate it. I mean, that card looks good on paper, right? Is it gonna have a home? There's no Sultai that can stand her right now. Like just the good Sultai card, Awaken the Honor Dead into Familiar. Some Surveil strats. Do you think that it will be similar to cons where players should have looked to be 2 colors with a third color splash? It made sense rather than full 3 colors from the get-go. In limited, you mean, or? I'm assuming that's a limited question, but I don't remember cons, how you were supposed to draft. So you're asking, I mean, in theory, it's a better way to draft, right? To just try and not pick your third color too early if you don't have to. Leaves you a little more open. But I don't remember what cons was like. You can find a Sultai pile in early access. Yeah, okay, we can try Sultai pile. Awaken and Familiar. I don't think Awaken is a nuts card. I could be wrong. Seems like fine. Playing anything today? What time is it? 4? I might play a Modern League. Kind of play some Living End. I was thinking, has anyone played Overlord with Living End? I mean, Living End's so bad right now. People are literally playing Relic in the main deck and whatnot, so it's probably awful. But Living End with Black Overlord's kind of nice, no? Spike tried that. Alright, someone's got a Sultai. If people want to post these links in my standard Discord, by the way, I don't know if people have. If y'all need to try the decks on Thursday in early access, post these links in the standard part of my Discord. Looks like you just lose to Domain now. Necropsy's kind of nice, I guess, against Domain. Kind of sad you're not playing the Snake, but I guess you're a cover-up deck. I kind of like the Dragon that taps. I think the Dragon that taps is going to be pretty good against a red deck. Yeah, you're not playing Stock Up. I mean, isn't that card better than Stock Up? It's instant speed. And you feed your yard for Analyze and Cover Up and Necropsy. You want to play both? I mean, you could play like 1 or 2 Stock Up. I would maybe play like the Dragon that taps and draws a card over Deduce. That doesn't look like unreasonable. Is that a Croaky's list? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe. Maybe viewer just took it from Croaky's. Why is it not a Beans deck? That's a good question. You're not casting your dragons that often, I guess. But it might still be worth it just for bargain cover up. Lotus Light Dancers, 5 mana, 3/6 lifelink, Zombie Bard. When this creature enters, search forever for a black card, a green card, and a blue card. Put those cards into your graveyard and shuffle. Alright, what is that card good with, chat? Did we call in on Fankeeper's Familiar? I mean, we just said it's a good card if Sultai is good, right? It's not really a build around, it's just generic solid card, and like, it's not even clear it's good against the best decks, right? Probably pretty good against Domain, but okay, even you kill a bean and you have a 3/3 left behind, it's like fine, but not amazing. The flexibility is nice. Counter target creature spell, you know, they can just have Cavern and then gain life, surveil free. I don't know. It's like there's nothing good in standard to do with Lotus Light Dancers. New Siege Rhino, we just said probably like not good enough. Freeman Enchantment Saga, 4x 5 drop. Alright, the Bargain seems like a nice card. I like it anyways. If Sultai is good. Rakshasa. Stock up that triggers beans, instant speed. Feeds cover up and pollen and stuff. Alright, Tivar. That's Tivar. So that's a cool list. It uses Tival and you play the Spree spell, so you don't nuke your life total. And this is a first draft that some of these cards looks kind of sus, but top level is a bargain in a deck that doesn't have spells of one of the free colors. What? You mean lands? You mean you can't cast it on free? Black, I mean, if you're desperate for feeding your graveyard, it's like a fine effect, I guess. Could be good in Reanimator, maybe. I thought that card was unplayable when I read it. 6/6 flying lifelink for 5. Spells you cast have delves. Whenever you cast a spell, you use life equal to its mana value. But the spree stuff is kind of sweet. Telva into Yujin. I mean, how do you get 7 cards in your yard on turn 5, though? That's so many cards. Let's add it to the list, though. Black Overlords. The answer is just always Black Overlords. Black Overlord's literally good with every Magic card ever printed. All-out Assault. 5 mana Mardu enchantment. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and have Death Touch. This enchantment enters if it's your main phase. There's an additional combat phase after this phase, followed by an additional main phase. And your next attack this turn enter. And that card's not good, right? Alright. Alright, I need a quick break, chat. So no one thought All Out Assault was good, right? The Mardu of the Cycle. 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker and you gain 2 life. Because these cards are so sad with everyone just playing 4 Nemesis and 3 mana removal. Like 2 life is like, oh, I mean 2 life used to matter against aggressive decks, but just so weak. Damage-based removal cells, I mean, that's not true. Torch is good. Even like Obliterating Bolt, I think, pretty good, but it needs to at least exile. Defeat. 4 mana. This spell can't be countered. So that gets reward. Exile target non-land permanent. Its controller loses. Okay. The card's kind of cool. Exile target non-land. It's, as they would say, clean. Gets around the ward, which is nice. Exiles. It's a little slow. Mardu midrange. Let's say Mardu midrange is a playable deck. But would you ever even want that kind of card in your deck? Paid that much mana? Okay, probably not. I would struggle to consider putting over a card like Blood Out. That's fair. There's Legion of the Ashes too. You probably want 1 or 2. Yeah. Like overpay a bit for the flexibility. Okay, people are excited about the Mardu Siegebreaker. 4 mana, Death Touch Haste, Human Warrior, 4/4. Big Breath. When this creature enters, exile up to 1 other target creature you control until this creature leaves the battlefield. Whenever this creature attacks, for each opponent, create a tap token that's a copy of the exile card attacking that opponent. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice those tokens. Alright, what are we copying? Throne copies the ETB of Siegebreaker, letting you exile 2 creatures you control. When Siegebreaker attacks, it triggers twice. Each trigger putting token copies of... I'm sorry. Or glad for you. Okay, so this triggers twice. Good in a FOMO deck. Would it be good in like older formats? Like, does that card do anything in like Greasefang or? Not really. Was Flage? Does that even work? Ketramos. Doesn't sound like that card does anything. It protects your creatures from sweepers. Okay. Doesn't sound like that exciting though. Oh, because the copy is already tapped and attacking, so it goes through Ketramos. And it triggers the Ketramos when it comes into play. Exile, Sanguine Evangelist. Now you get 2 bats every 2 combats. Red Black Herald. So just stop in for like a Mardu aggressive. Like Evangelist, you get the tokens? Do you get like you get to enter the battlefield token? A Flesh Gorger. Doesn't sound very exciting. To put Flesh Gorger in my standard deck. And to have a double black card in my 3-color even deck. I don't know. I'm not really. You haven't really sold me. You haven't really sold me. But if anyone has a list, reminder, I'll be playing on Thursday. Trying as many lists as possible on early access. It's also a 4/4 Death Touch Chase. Yeah, that's a fair point. Forget, scoff at the stats. Nerev, Heart of the Storm, same casting cost. Spirit Dragon, flying 4/5. If a creature you control that entered this turn would deal damage, it deals twice that much damage instead. Now surely that one's unplayable. Reigning Victor. That's just a common. Turn 2 plot Coyote. Turn 4 play this. Play Coyote 16U. Wait, what? Oh, Coyote gives haste to both? Wait, is it 16 or 14? Or 12? 14, right? Jaco's struggling with math today. Struggling with basic math. That's pretty cool. I'll let you put Cunning Coyote in your... I guess Cunning Coyote is like kind of a fine card, right? It's not an embarrassing card at all. And it's one of the few 2-mana plot cards. Have people been buying up stocks of Cunning Coyotes? Did anyone speculate? Been investing for months. You have the world stock of Coyotes. You've bought out every store on the planet. Cliff Teasy. I remember that. Coyote? Am I saying it wrong? Alright, looks like it's time for my favorite thing.
Coyote.
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 Coyote. Coyote. Okay, I'll keep like saying it the wrong way. Founder of Unity. 3 mana, draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. And then whenever creature you control enters this turn, each one loses 1 life and you gain 1 life whenever a creature enters. Sounds pretty good in a SAG deck. It's probably too gimmicky though, right? And kind of awful against red. This was Pixie. I regarded either like a Pixie combo or a Black Overlord combo. I mean, with Pixie, if you're Mardu, sure, but the blue Dragonstorm card's almost better, right? The enchantment chart, of course. Alright, is Zurgo playable? People have mentioned Zurgo a couple times today already. Mardu mana, 2/4, mobilize 2 during your end step. Warrior tokens you control have this token can't be sacrificed. So you basically keep your mobilized token. Are they good? Is there a 1-drop mobilized creature? There's a few good 2-drops. There's like the Victory, Voice of Victory. There's the Goblin on the one. Keep your Siegebreaker tokens. Okay. Any other warrior tokens that would leave play from other sets? Or is Tarkir the only set that has warrior tokens that you have to sacrifice? Oh, the Mardu Siegebreaker token would have to be a warrior. Is Voice and the Goblin are they both warriors? Cut to the flankers or tokens. No, I know, but I was asking like, yeah, what Chilia said basically. Time for the all Scryfall search. I mean, it has good stats. It's a lot of power, and the ability is kind of nice. Thunder's Decree. Maybe I'm getting a little loose here with my playable cards. Getting baited by shiny cards. Alright, the Dragonback Assault does a lot, right? 6 mana Temur enchantment. When it enters, deals 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker, and then it has landfall whenever the land you control enters, you get a 4/4 dragon. Is that card playable? Card is awful. Seems unbeatable in draft. Combos with the Green Dragonstorm very slowly. Alright, people are not sold. Sorcery. Double the power and toughness of target creature you control until end of turn, then it fights up to one target. Eshki Dragonclaw. 4 mana, Temur, Vigilance, Trample, Ward 1, Human Warrior. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you've cast both a creature spell and a non-creature spell this turn, draw a card and put 2 counters. So it's basically good was the plot, the red. Is there another one besides the red plot card that I play, but I can't remember the name for some reason? Mox Jasper into this. Okay. Yeah, it counts itself, yeah. Why can't I think of Highway Robbery? Thank you. Is that the best one / only one? Most of the plot cards are creatures. Plan the highs, but that's 4 already. Oh, there's Ruckus, right? What does that card do? Whenever you cast your second spell... Oh, that card is already like... wants you to do the second spell thing. Whenever you cast your second spell, each turn create a 1... costs 2 mana or plot free. Too bad it doesn't give haste. That card into the Temur 4-drop. Holy moly. Yeah, don't look at Kellen's joins up. If you do the combo, you draw a card and put 2 counter, and you get a 6/6 right away. It's kind of worth almost building around, maybe. No, probably not. When it triggers, you can trigger it multiple times a game. You can trigger it every turn once you get going, surely. Could be. Could be an engine. Maybe something with legends. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the cards cost it aggressively enough, and there's at least the plot cards. I don't know. It's a cool card. How many 0-mana artifacts? I think just the new Mox, right? There's... I don't know. Maybe there's some X artifacts in Standard. Let me go grab my coffee. Be right back. Alright, Karakig Guardian. Never mind. Alright, the Rare Saga. 5 mana, you get an elephant token, you get another elephant token, and then you double the power and toughness of each creature you control. Just a 1 card to win the game. Triggers beans. It's not atrocious. It's literally like, what? Make a 5/5, attack for 5, make a 5/5, attack for 20, or whatever. 15 Celsius is kind of chilly. Are you trying to bait us? 15 Celsius and sunny is like perfect. Does anyone think the Roar of Endless Song is a playable card? 70 plus Fahrenheit guy. No, quite the limit. Sure, limited, sure. How hot is it today? Oh, it looks beautiful outside. I think it's supposed to be nice again tomorrow, though. It's 16 Celsius and sunny. What happens if you do Roar of Endless Songs in a deck with Innkeeper's Talent? I don't quite get the combo. Damn, that's what you should do, Salt MTG. When you flip the card and it makes a token, we should be able to see the color of the token, or that'd be sick. Probably not worth it though. Alright, people don't seem too excited. Yes, Songcrafter Mage. 3/2 Temur mana flash. When this creature enters, target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gains Harmonize on the left turn. Harmonize cost equals its mana cost. It's like nice curve into stock up. And it kind of works with the... It's a trap. You don't like stock up Songcrafter Mage? I don't know. Like, honestly, these days, casting a torch again is really clutch, right? I was like not super excited about it, but stock up, torch, you get some really good ones, right? Gifts Ungiven for Songcrafter Mage, Helping Hand, Snapcaster Mage, Factor Fiction. You broke it, Jeskai. You can't Snapcaster stock up because stock up is a sorcery. What? When this creature enters, target instant or sorcery cards in your game. Huh? I mean, you just have to do it sorcery speed. I think that card's pretty solid. If anyone is in the business of playing like Temur mid-range, Temur good stuff. What's the Temur spell? Oh no, that's the beast. Oh, it's that awful thing. 3 colored mana asking a lot, and your standard mana base was... Nah, that's not asking a lot. 3 mana is easier than like double blue something or double red something on 3. It also triggers Eshki, on a side note. It solo triggers Eshki. I could see just like Eshki Songcrafter Mage value deck, right? Sounds kind of reasonable. Alright, next. Temur Battle Crier. Same casting cost. Orc Ranger. During your turn, spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each creature. Controls power 4 greater. I mean, that's not acceptable, right? To put that card in deck. I doubt it. I mean, if anything, that card's better. The common... It's kind of sad when the common is probably more standard playable than the rare. Alright, some people are saying Dragon could be a good reanimate target. Pro white, pro black. Pretty big body and stuff, but gets bounced, I guess. Protection from sewers, yeah. Card's just unplayable, right? And then Ugin. I guess we can discuss Ugin again since it was the first card we discussed. For standard, do people...